Hello, welcome yourselves back to another Bedrock video. I know I've just literally, I'm not even joking, I've just uploaded one of these and I was so keen to get stuck into another one that I've literally uploaded my last one on YouTube and come on here and started recording. So the last video I did a fair bit of editing on compared to the one before. The first one was an uncut recording. This last video that I've just put up now was quite edited, I think, and it's not the best. I went back and I watched it and I missed a couple bits and pieces, so it's not the best, but I'm going to get better over time, and that was the first one I've edited in a very long time, so I'm hoping they continue to improve in quality. So for this video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of trying to record my video in an hour or two like I did in my last video, and the one before that was just half an hour straight run, this one I'm going to try and record segments over the course of a couple of days, so I don't come into a video and go, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, and this is what I've done, now this is what we're going to do, because I did a slime farm and a gold farm and a creeper farm between me showing you the world and the last video, which I don't really want to do again. So I'm going to try and do snippets over the next couple of days, and then try and upload a video every 2 or 3 days or something like that, and then just kind of spread it out so we get a little bit more done together. So as you can see, we are down here under the gold farm, and I have gone ahead and done a little bit already. So what I did was, if you remember down here, I had to move everything over one. I decided just to take out the end 2 and keep these middle 3 so I didn't have to move everything, and I separated it all. So this is now ingots over here, zombie flesh over here, and that one there, and then we've got gold nuggets in these 3 across the wall here. I've also got this really cool little feature here. So what we can do is take all of our nuggets out, come down here, make them into gold bars, and then you can put them into this chest. It's then going to take them all through, filter them out back into the water stream, and you should see they will go over and start filling in here in a second. Any second. There we go. And that means they're coming in through the system, and that will fill it up there, so you don't have to keep traveling back and forth across the room. And if this is loaded past the first box, you can actually backload these a little bit more, so we can keep all of our gold over here without having to mess around too much, and it's super easy to put into the system. Oh, I have white concrete there. But yeah, you can just basically just make all your ingots, and there's a crafting bench in front of each one of these as well to make it even easier. And then you just take them all and then put them in the system, and it'll fill that one there up, and then we'll have a ton of gold ingots in here eventually. But yeah, so I thought that was quite cool, nice little feature there. However, you'll laugh at this one. This is all going to be changed again. This is all going to be changed again. So what I realized last night was this is too wide. These are 3 wide. I cannot center these above these. So the room's going to look completely out of line. These 2 also aren't centered across from each other. So the lights are in this row here, and on that side it's in this row. So they're completely off center, and I have a plan to fix that. So I'm going to move. So not only did I rip them down last time and move them, I'm also going to do it again. And then I'm going to put one here. This one here is going to move over one this way. And then there's going to be a 1 wide gap. And then we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. And then a 2 wide gap there. And then we're going to do the same on this side here. And then we're going to put trapdoors across the ice here, just to kind of fence that in and not have to have an entire block on there. So we don't have to have an entire block taking up the room and reducing the height of the ceiling. I'm thinking we can get away with just putting some trapdoors, some nice spruce ones or something across the middle. And then we'll have little tool stations and useful bits and pieces on the pillars in the middle here. And in the back of here, I've got a bit of a plan for some villagers, because I said I wanted to get some villagers to trade all this rotten flesh with. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So later on, I'm going to try and trap a zombie villager. Try and get 2 of them, and then we can start breeding them. That's going to be about 100 blocks in that direction, and then we can cart them over here and then turn them all into clerics. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. We'll see if it works or not, but yeah, that is the plan going forward. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rip all of this out, and then I'm going to put it all back in again, And then we're going to come back and hopefully we can go off and get zombie villagers and start getting that done. And then start getting some decorations done in this place. So I'm going to go do all this and I'll see you in a minute. And we are all done. So I'm going to take you over just to see what we've done over on the gold farm in a second. But real quick, while I was doing that over there, I was having a think about the ceiling design and what we want to do for the ceiling. And I've played around over here a little bit, and you can see behind me I've got some in. I'll show you in a second. But I wanted to design the ceiling and try and get ahead on that, and I've done a little bit of detailing, not too much. I kind of got a plan in mind of what we want to do. So over here is my plan for the ceiling. So we have a 7x7 area, and this will all fit in with the color theme in a minute. You'll understand as we get over there, because I think last time you saw it, it was all yellow blocks and different other color blocks. We're going to be changing that up today, so we're going to grab a couple materials and then we're going to fly on over there. So what we are going to need is we're going to need quartz, which we are running kind of low on. But I did go out and I did go quartz mining, so we should be all good. As you can see there, we have a nice big chunky pillar of quartz to mine out in a minute. We need to shoot on downstairs real quickly. And then we're going to shoot over this way, and I made up a bunch of purple concrete, and this is also going to be for the build. You'll see why in a minute. I also need, obviously for that ceiling there, we need some glazed terracotta. We also need some slabs. The quartz slabs by the looks of it. Yep, quartz slabs. And what do I need? I need purple glazed terracotta. So I went ahead and made all this. So I planned ahead for an episode. I planned ahead for actually getting some stuff done, so I'm not flying back and forth. I'm not flying at all at the moment. There we go. So yeah, so we're not flying back and forth. Did I miss a hole? No, I missed a spot. Let's see if I can retrofit this. I can't believe I missed one. Oh, that was a wrong pickaxe. Okay, right. Let's see if we can do this professionally. No way did we just do that. Right, amazing. Right, so that's all filled in, so we can mine that out when we need quartz. Hopefully a little bit later on. Hopefully we won't need too much here going forward. So as you can see, I have moved everything. Some things have changed. And yeah, so we've got, as you can see, a lot of these lights are indicated as well. I did AFK here for about 2 or 3 hours just to see the rates, and oh my god, we get so much. Ignore this, I forgot to put the comparators in, so I need to do that at some point. Because this is full up, it's just not reading it as full up at the moment. Not full, but it's pretty close to being full, so yeah. Looking good though, it's looking good. So I just need comparators in on that line there. Everything else is working as intended, I believe. I need to put comparators in here as well, actually. That's another one that I missed there. So I put the 2 modules in. So across this back wall here, we have rotten flesh. And we've got quite a bit of it at the moment. You can see this is 3 double chests, and there's about 2 or 3 double chests there. And we've got 1 double chest here full at the moment. And then gold nuggets. Oh my god, do we have a lot of golden nuggets. This is absolutely insane. It's such a good farm. But anyway, these 2 little additions that I put in here, this was here before, but I've now moved it and centered it, and it's all in line with this one, so it's same spacing all the way around, and these should be directly opposite each other, and now all the lights are symmetrical and across from each other. So this is so much better than what we had before. And as you can see, I put a couple of quartz pillars in here. So the plan is to try and fill this out with this. And then we're not going to be using the yellow down here because I feel like we've used way too much yellow up there. And I want to go for a different bit of color, different color palette in this one. We're just going to take some of these. So yeah, downstairs I want to do a little bit of a different color palette, slightly similar because we're still going to be using purple, because I think purple and white go really nicely together. But we're not going to be using, let's just 2 more. That's it. We're not going to be using yellow because I think it's just far too much. So I have decided to go with this. I'm not sure about this at the moment. This is something that I was trialing, and I'm not sure about the planks, the trapdoors down the middle either. So that might be getting changed up at some point as well. And then I also put spruce stairs in to kind of go with the trapdoors to try and transition it. And I just don't think it looks right. So I'm probably going to be changing that out for quartz, which is why I went for a massive quartz mine, because I want to put quartz stairs in here, quartz slabs in here, and kind of just tie it all together with quartz and just purple and make it look quite minimalistic, but at the same time give it the color it deserves. So we're going to start by taking all this here out. Of course that was going to happen. Oh, put that one in there. And now we have redstone to fix, yay! I also did a little bit of cleaning up, so my inventory was an absolute mess. I've cleaned that up, it's no longer an issue. Let's just make sure we didn't ruin any redstone down here, which we did, obviously. So that is meant to go 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see, I've wired these up a little bit differently. So the original hopper's here. The filter thingy-majig for it is over here. So all of this. Here we've got the item filter, so it will only filter out gold ingots on that one. And then we've also got a thing, so if there is an item in here, it's going to send a signal out to this. It's going to push it over here, make a observer hopper clock, and fire everything out of whatever goes into that dropper. So it's a really nice, easy, clean system, and it's only activated when we need it to be activated. So we can make up all of our gold real quickly and then get it stored in the system. On this side, I have made another one of these. It doesn't do the same thing. It does something slightly different. So this one will only take, let's see if I can access it, gold blocks. So I thought if we're down here and this is filling up like it is doing, it is getting there. I want to abuse this farm as much as I can. So I thought instead of having to convert them into gold blocks and then fly them all the way back to the base, we could have a storage system or a storage silo just for gold blocks. If we ever fill this storage silo with gold blocks, I will be thoroughly impressed. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. It might do. It might prove me wrong. So we'll see what happens there. But I need to take all this down. So we need to fill in the back of what on these ones as well, purely because you can see it. I need to do the sides as well. And of course my redstone is going to go again. Right, let's just do this quick and then do the redstone again once. So we don't have to do that multiple times. So yeah, I think if we get all this decorated in... That's close. We get all this decorated up with the purple, and then you guys can have a proper look at what it's going to look like. Where did it all go? Oh, please don't say it went down there. Down here. All the redstone went down here. I'm so glad that these things don't break off with redstone with water anymore. I think they used to. Right, so that's all set up for there still. Nothing's coming through. And I've fallen down again. Right, so let's get out of here. Right, I'll tell you what, I am going to go and quickly speed through and get all of this change over the purple so we can see what it's going to look like. Alright, and we are all done. As everything is now changed over to purple. Looks so much better, and with all the white as well, I think it's going to look really, really, really nice in here. Halfway through building, I did that one and then I came over to do this one, and I thought instead of putting purple behind it, we should probably put white. Just so it doesn't all blend in together as one colour, and I think it looks a little bit better, you know. So I think we're going to stick with that. I also want to put a sea lantern in the back of these, just to illuminate it a little bit more. I might do sea lanterns the whole way up. We'll see how we go. But there's definitely going to be some lighting put in the back there. Next thing we need to do is need to have a look at this court situation. So we need to come over here and see how many stairs we can make. So we need at least 12 for one side. And then we'll make the rest into slabs. And then we'll just see if we can get one of these sides knocked out. So if we take out all of that and all of that and come back in, I'm hoping this looks better. Oh no, I didn't do enough. I didn't do enough and I don't have any more. Oh, we're going to have to go get some more quartz. Right, so let's just take all this out because I'm pretty sure we've got enough to do this. Did I just hear a villager? Oh no. It's a wandering trader. Oh, ignore this, by the way. This isn't something I'm doing anymore. I started digging out and I was like, oh, what can I put down here? And I've had a bit of a better idea, I think. So we'll see if we go with that or not. I'm still planning on it at the moment. It's something that I come up with this morning. I woke up and I was like, oh, that'd be a really good idea for it. But I'm yet to put it in practice, so we'll see how that goes. So bring that across like this. Yeah, I just don't think the wood worked very well at all. This quartz looks so much better already. I was just trying to use this because we were using the spruce trapdoors. But I think the spruce trapdoors are a wrong call as well. And I don't think trimming the pillars was a good idea either. Because I was trying to do the design and trying to incorporate these little notches into it. And it just didn't work. Just did not work at all. So they're gone. They're gone for good. We're going to get stairs in here. And I think I might do iron trapdoors down the middle here. Just so it's a little bit cleaner. I'm not feeling the wood. Either that or we take out the blue ice. Or we can put a beam in there. So you can put a colour in there instead or something. I don't know. I don't know at the moment. But yeah, we are going to have to do that at some point. Right, I think the next thing is to go get a little bit more quartz. If I take one of these, we're going to pop this down the bottom and we're going to put all of our stuff in it and we're going to have a nice clean inventory so we can see how much we get. We don't need the silk touch one. And we don't need any of these building materials at the moment. Right, so we have no quartz on us at all. We've got our axe. And I believe there is about 6.5 stacks. No, wait, there's more than that. There were 11 stacks of quartz I put in here. I think 11.5. So let's see how much we can get. Let's see if we can fill our inventory. I'm going to time lapse this. We can do this super, super quick. And we'll do it together. And you can see how much quartz I get at the end of it. Right, all the quartz is gone. Can you guess how much quartz we got off of 11 and a bit stacks? See if you can guess now before I show you. So, in this shulker box is all the quartz we got, and we got an astounding, an absolutely an amazing 24 stacks plus 8, which is 1,544 quartz, I believe. So, really, really good outcome from that. I think we got almost doubled how much we over doubled how much we have, which is really good. That should do us. So we can bring that on over here. And that should be more than enough to be able to get us through and finish with this. So let's just actually see how much we get out of this. So we got one block there. I'm not going to make it all up because I want to keep some of the quartz for comparators and observers because my redstone chest is looking pretty bleak. Let's have a look at it here. It is looking quite empty, so I need to stock this up. The comparators are low, the observers are low. I'd like to get a full stack of everything in here again, so we're going to work on doing that. So what have we got? Quartz slabs. We need to make stairs. Right, so that's 40 stairs. I think we're probably gonna need another stack of those, and then we'll do. Okay, we'll do 64 stairs. That should do us, I hope. We'll find out in a minute. I don't mind having a little bit of excess. I don't want to have like 2-3 stacks worth of extra stuff that we don't need, because I found I did that with stuff like the creeper farm. I had about 5 stacks of trapdoors left and tons of stacks of buttons left, and there's literally no practical use for them at the moment. When I build up the second half of the creeper farm, if we ever need it, then I probably will use the buttons and such, but yeah, no, I made way too many buttons for that farm, and now they're kind of sat in the chest not doing anything. I'm trying to avoid that situation if we can by not overcrafting. Help a lot if you went the right way. I'm like just at the reach limit, so this is really difficult to place these. There we go. So that's all in. We got 15 spare. I can live with that. I can live with that for sure. So let's take all this away. And let's get all the quartz filled in here. I think it's going to look so much nicer once this is all cleared out. And then we can get one of our layers of terracotta in. I need to go back and get the lamps. But yeah, we can get our first glazed terracotta ceiling piece in and see how it looks. And then hopefully get the other 4 done today. And then I need to think about the floor. I haven't thought about that yet. And also we've not got the zombie villagers yet. So that's another thing. And I also need to plan out what the room they're going to go in is going to look like. And then we need to make a villager breeder. So I think there's a couple things we need to do before we can get this up and running properly. I definitely want to make a villager breeder somewhere. I don't think we'll do it 100 blocks away from here. I think I might pick somewhere else to do it and then transport them via the nether, because our nether is getting pretty good. We've got ice paths and everything everywhere, so we should be able to transport them easy enough. Oh, I didn't need to make any slabs and I got 1 spare. That is pretty cool. So yeah, this here I'm not entirely sure what to do. I don't know whether to put iron trapdoors here, but then you've got the hole in the iron trapdoors and you can see a little bit this blue. I'm not sure this blue fits with the rest of the room though. Or what we could do is if I come over here and I can make... If I don't use these slabs, I use them for the pathway, so I'm not too bothered about doing this. Kind of step it down a little bit more, give it a little bit of depth on the ceiling. But I'm not sure if that's the right thing to give it the depth with. I mean, it looks alright. And it fits. I definitely think it fits better than the spruce, so I might just replace it with these until we figure out something else to put there. I need to blot these up. Let's quickly blot that up. So yeah, the issue is you don't get very many nice slabs in this game. It's very difficult to build with slabs because we don't get many. I'd love to see a variety of slabs come to the game. A better variety even. So I just don't think what we have at the moment is good enough. I'd like to be able to place colourful half slabs. I'd like to make concrete half slabs. I doubt that's ever going to happen. Even terracotta half slabs. Anything half slab that has a colour with it, I'd like it. Because all the ones we have at the moment, if I just show you the list of slabs we have to build with, it's not a great colour range. I mean, we've got some nice reds here, we've got a couple of oranges, the yellows are a bit the purple's super light, and the only resemblance of blue or green we have is the prismarine, and they're neither really, I don't really see them as blue or green, they're kind of a mixture of both, and they're turquoisey, like a cyany colour, but yeah, not a great colour palette to choose from when building with slabs, but sometimes you just don't want a full block in there, because if I put a full block in there, it would just be too much. It'd be way too much. It'd be too much depth. You just want something subtle in there. Right, we need a couple more of these. 6 going to do it. 6 will do this bit. And I need a couple more for the rest. You gotta be kidding me. I'm 1 slab short. 1. That's alright, we'll use these slabs anyway. But yeah, so these will stay for now, and then we can replace them with something else. But I think that looks significantly better than what we had in there, so I'm happy with that for the time being. And then we need to figure out, oh, there you go, I missed 2 there as well. Replace those 3 in there like that. There we go, now that is all filled in. Let's see if we can get started. Jesus Christ, I'm just not going to have any quartz left by the end of this build, I don't think. I've just got a bad feeling about it. Right, let's quickly go and grab our lanterns. It's a quick little stop in here. And then we can try and put those behind the water streams as well, because I think that might look a little bit better. There we go, nice quick flight there and back. I've done that flight so many times. So many times. Right, so what are we planning here? We're going to put half there. I think I had a ring of full blocks around the outside, but we're going to put half slabs because it's cheaper, and you're probably not going to see the top anyway. Because I'm probably going to put a nice roof on this at some point. You know what? You know what? You know what? Let's do this from up top. This could be so much easier from up there. Oh yeah, this is way easier. Right, so that's there, and then we have a middle point, which is here, which is where the slabs are coming into. And then we could do that, and then we can flip over to our sea lantern. And then this is the tricky bit, so we need to make sure we place this the right way. That is not it. We place it like that. Like that, like that, like that. So we place that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then place that one. Then you got to stand on the block when you place it. I played with this so much last night that I've gotten quite good at placing the terracotta now. So there we go, that's it, that's it, that's literally it. Come down here, have a look inside. I hope this looks as good as I'm hoping it looks. Let's just have something to eat. That looks even better than I thought it would. That looks amazing. I love it. I might change up the colour on the inside because it all very much flushes together here. So I might change that up a tiny little bit. Or I wonder actually, could I put... what would stairs look like in here instead? I didn't play with this idea. Right, let's just try this. May have found a use for those stairs after all. Okay, that looks a bit better. Yeah, I quite like that. I really do actually quite like that. Okay, that might be something we stick with. I don't know, we'll have a look. I'm going to fill them all in like that anyway because that's how I've designed them. And I am actually going to do the stair idea because I think that adds a little bit more to it. If they go the right way, that'd be very nice. There we go. And the last one. Wicked, cool. So I'm going to quickly get all those filled in, and then we'll have a look and see how it looks all together with all the ceilings in. And that is all done. I'll tell you what, if that is not one of the coolest looking ceilings I've ever done, I don't know what is. I'm not very good with ceilings, so I'm very impressed by what I've done here. This is alright, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's looking good. It really is looking good. I tell you what, I think the design on the bottom is different to the design on top. Yeah, so it should have a plus sign like this. But this might be a happy accident, because that doesn't actually look too bad. I quite like that. Yeah, I think we can live with that. I might change them round to the way they're meant to be. I might leave them like that. We'll see how we feel. See how we go on. But I absolutely love this roof. It looks brilliant. So the next plan I have to think about is where to put the zombie villagers. And while we're over here, there is one thing that I forgot to mention that we were struggling on the last video, and I've completely blanked my mind up until this point now. And that is how we got around the dropper situation. So let's go outside, just so I can show you it, because I've completely forgot to tell you that we've done this. So all I did is such a simple solution. This is what I was on about at the end of the video, about walking away, coming back, and it will just spring to mind. So all I did was... let's see if there's one that's open. Yeah, so I moved the droppers down one. So the droppers were where these hoppers are now. All I did was lower them down one, and we had the redstone line coming out here, trying to power the droppers that were next to this. All I have is the redstone goes over these observers. The observers power this block, and because that block is powered, these dispensers get activated and turned off, and everything just spits out of here really quickly now. Honest to God, it was such a simple fix. But I'd just been staring at it for too long at the point of recording, so I think I needed just to step back and take a break from it, and now we can get all this filled in and looking nice. Because I completely forgot to do that as well. I wanted to make sure everything was running before I boxed it in, but honest to God, I did this for like 2-3 hours. As you can see, I'm level 185. I AFK'd here for a while, and this thing works perfectly. It works so well. Take this stuff off, get all this cleaned up now. So this is my job now, is just to clean everything up. I did all the chests and the storage the other day, and now it's just a matter of cleaning all of this up, and then we're going to put a nice roof on this at some point as well, and then close everything here hopefully. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to go away and have a think about this villager thing. I need to take these off as well. These look horrible. I don't know why I thought spruce was going to look good down here. I might get away. Let's have a look here. Is that going to work here? Or is it better set on the floor? The thing is, all of the floor is going down a half slab as well. So all the floor is going to go down a level to about... about here, so it might be... I don't want to use any more quartz, but I have to. Oh, I just make quartz pillars. Rip. Let's just give this a quick little test here. I want to see how this looks, because I've not thought about the floor yet. I mean, I'm going to be putting lighting and colour and all sorts in there. But I'm thinking more along the lines of this. I tell you what, those pillars might have just come in real handy here. What if we did something like that on them all? Take that out, and then that can be a full block plus a half a slab. Let me put purple down here. Down here. Let's get the pillar. So we're just going to trial this out in front of this one here. Just see how this is going to look. I tell you what actually, this is looking alright. This is adding a little bit and I'm not mad about it. So let's just get one more bit of quartz. I'm not going to use the rest of that because I do need to make other bits. If the floor has to wait, it has to wait. I tell you what, I'm actually quite liking that. That might have to be, let's try this bit out as well. Just see how it looks the whole way around, you know? So we place that down there, and we're going to do that, and that, that, and that, and that. And we're going to get a bunch of half slabs, and then that's going to put us at the same level as all of this. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually really liking that. So we do the whole floor like that. Obviously, I'm definitely going to have to go and get some more quartz. I'm also not sure what to do over here yet. I don't know whether to leave these bits open. I might make these two the entrance. And then just have a bit of a basic wall here. Would that work? And then I can do the same here. We can just have a small basic wall. I might put some windows and some bits in here. Just to try and give it some detail. And some level. And we'll put some... I might mix some of the quartz into there as well actually. Or maybe put some different terracotta in there. I don't know what the different glazed terracottas look like. I saw the purple one and I loved it, so I used it. But I might see if there's any other ones we can mix in. And then over this way here, what we can do is we'll start... I tell you what, I'm going to do arches on both sides. So I'm going to put quartz arches... Quartz pillars, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying arches. Do the quartz pillars on the outside like this as well. And then it's kind of double layered, and then we'll put something in the middle here. We can make something out of quartz just to make like an actual doorway or something. Figure that out anyway closer to the time, and then we'll have a nice little entrance here, and we'll do the same archway on the other side as well, just to detail it a little bit. I'm not very good at thinking things quickly and on the fly, so we're going to leave that for the time being. Also need to decide what's going to fill in these two spaces here, and how the trading hall is going to look out the back. With all these things over here though, I don't think it's going to be the best having villagers around here, but we'll see how we go. If we light it all up and protect it enough, we should be fine to have villagers here. It's just making sure those raid captains don't spawn and make sure we don't kill them anywhere near the villagers. But yeah, it's coming along together, so I am gonna quickly go check and see how we're doing for recording time, and see if we've got any time to put in, any more time to put into today's video. And then if we do, we can I might go quartz mining in between now and the next clip, and then see if we can get this floor done today, which we might actually be able to, hopefully. So I've checked how much time we've got left for today's video, and I'm afraid we are actually out of time. This video has run way longer than it ever should have. But in between the last clip and this one, I have gone out and done a little bit of mining and gathering for the next one. So I went into the nether, and yeah, we're stacked up on quartz, which means we should have enough to get the floor done. We've still got a little bit left over from what we had, and then I also filled up my redstone chest a good amount there, so we should be all good. I am going to mine this between now and next episode, so that have a guess and see how much you think we're going to get off of this. So this is 18, 19, 20 stacks plus 12. I'm interested to see how much quartz we're going to get off of this. Hopefully we can get a nice good chest floor and restock our supply here, as well as get the floor done and be quite comfortable. So thank you guys very much for watching. I apologize this video has run longer than it should have, but I've really started enjoying making videos again, and as you can tell, I'm getting a bit carried away with them. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have yourselves a very wonderful day, and I'll see your beautiful faces in the next video. Goodbye.